Shalom, shalom, Israel. First of all, I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, and I do so by Hashem and Mashiach Yahushua. Second of all, I'd like to give double honor and glory to the elders who taught us this truth and paved the way for us to come and grow in this truth. And I'd like to give a hearty shalom to the brethren who are diligent in this truth. Salakia, seeking after righteousness and flee from the lust and cares of this world. Salakia for being God for so long, but I just got a lazy spirit on me. And I pray, brethren, may pray that it may be hopped off of me, that I may be able to do more of the work, as well as I pray the same for brethren. But anyways, I'd like to come back with a quick video on your words, or like the more elevated or the higher the class you are in society, the more your words are heard. But when you're on a lower level, nobody really listens to you like that. But let me get in the scriptures. First part I'd like to get is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9, and verse 16. Then I said, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard. Now, of course, chiefly in the chief context, Solomon is speaking about this parable about this this poor wise man who saved the city, but nobody remembered him. But also, he's speaking to people in general, poor people's words are not really heard that much. You don't really ever hear from poor people get quoted in anything for real. And cause when you're poor, nobody really listens to you like that. People always want to be the higher class, the elevated class in society. Verse 17. The words of wise men are heard in quiet more than the cry of fame that ruleth among fools. Let me try to read that in the GNTD. It is better to listen to quiet words of someone wise than the shouts of a ruler at a council of fools. So basically, no matter who the person is, if they're speaking wisdom, it's better to listen to them, even if they're poor, than just somebody who is rich, who has all the clout, but is just not saying the right things. Now, let me get it somewhere else in the scriptures, where it basically has that same message. Book of Ecclesiastes or Sirach 13, verses 22 through 23. When a rich man is fallen, he hath helpers. He speaketh things not to be spoken, and men justify him. The poor man slippeth, and yet they rebuked him too. He spake wisely, and could have no place. So when a rich person slips up or does something evil, they have other people of an elevated status to bail them out, or say, or basically shed a good light on their name, just so people they could be in the graces of the people again. But when a poor man slips up and says something wrong, or does something wicked, people they get on that poor person, or that person doesn't really have that much. And when a poor person tries to speak something wisely, most of the time nobody really listens. Verse 23. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look what he said, they exalted to the clouds. So I guess you could look at rappers, for instance. They even though they speak folly, a lot of people quote them all the time. They exalt it to the clouds, but if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumbled, they will help overthrow him. So when a poor person tries to speak or anything, people to mock them, oh, like, are you some type of Louis Farrakhan or Malcolm X type of person? But cause like they're like basically saying like, who are you? Or like you're not really anybody, so why are you speaking? And if that poor person like slips up and says something wrong, like people like to get on them about it and like basically want to overthrow them. So basically, the gist of this video is you being on an elevated class like gets people to gets people to listen to your words and have them in more renown. But like when you're in a lower class, nobody really pays attention to you. But anyways, this was kind of longer than I expected. But anyways, I hope somebody got edified, and I pray to y'all pray for me, I pray for y'all, and I pray to y'all pray for each other. But I like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, and I do so by Shema Mashiach Yahushua. Shalom.